If you thought you knew love stories, wait till you get a load of Beth and Rip's wild whirlwind romance in Yellowstone. Their journey is like a crazy, heartwarming roller coaster ride full of wild antics, sweet whispers, and oh so many swoon-worthy moments. Join us to catch all the juicy details of their unconventional love saga. Let us first spill the tea on Beth and Rip's totally wild first date. So it went down in Kill the Messenger. That's Season 1, Episode 2 if you're curious. Rip, being the kind of traditional guy he is, asked Beth out to a music festival. And guys, you won't believe what happened next. Beth was like, no way. Because, a festival is way too mainstream for her taste. She needed something a bit more, let's say, exciting. So what did these two end up doing? Well, they didn't go for a candlelight dinner or a romantic movie or anything like that. Nope. They decided to watch a pack of wolves munch on an elk. Yeah, you heard that right. Wolves and an elk. All the while they were just chilling in their car and sipping on some drinks. Rip, probably trying to be sweet or something, told Beth she looked like she hadn't aged a day and might even cheat death. Beth, being the bold and daring girl she is, decided to do something super crazy. She dashed out of the car, whiskey in her hand, and went straight toward the wolves, yelling at them to scoot. Can you imagine that? Who does that? By the time Rip got to her and asked her what in the world she was thinking, Beth, all cool and composed, just said she was cheating death. She sure knows how to keep things interesting. It wasn't your average dinner and a movie kind of date, but then again, Beth and Rip aren't your average kind of people, are they? But that was just the beginning. So, in Season 3, Episode 3, named An Acceptable Surrender, there was this super awkward, yet kinda sweet moment at a rodeo. Rip was there, sitting with Beth and John. Now picture this, with John, the big scary dad so close, Rip was acting all shy and didn't dare hold Beth's hand. Then, out of nowhere, John, probably tired of the tension, was like, "You can hold her damn hand, Rip." And Beth, all cute and cheeky, replied, "Thank you, Daddy." Then there they were, all happy and holding hands, just taking in the rodeo vibes. Who knew John could be such a wingman, right? But wait, there's more. Rip and Beth had another not-so-average date, and you're gonna love this one. They headed to a bar, grabbed some drinks, and danced the night away. They were in their little bubble, and the chemistry was off the charts. Beth, being her usual unpredictable self, said, almost like a music festival. A sly nod to their first date, maybe? And Rip, probably lost in the moment, told her, "You look good in neon." Oh, the romance. Isn't it something the way these two have their moments amongst rodeos and neon lights? It's like they find romance in the most unexpected places. No candlelit dinners or sweet serenades for these two. Nope. It's all about the adrenaline, the spontaneity, and living in the moment. Like that time when we had whiskey stars and, some howling too. So after some tiff with Jamie in Season 2, Rip decided to hang out with Beth on the rooftop of John's big old house. And boy was it a sight. They were there just sipping on whiskey and gazing at the stars. Beth was all like, "I'm off it being a crutch, but I'll sip whiskey and stare at the stars with you, Rip." And Rip, he just stared at her with those loving eyes of his. Didn't say a word, but didn't need to. His eyes were speaking volumes. You could just see the love sparkling in them. But hold your horses, because there's another cute little story coming your way. In Season 3, Episode 5, named Cowboys and Dreamers, things got even more romantic. Rip found Beth howling like a wolf. Yes, howling outside the barn. Without missing a beat, he turned on the lights, played some tunes, and asked her for a dance. Can you believe it? They slow danced under the shimmering stars and shared a kiss that probably made the stars blush. Beth got all mushy and told Rip he was the best thing that ever happened to her, and that her love for him was bigger than the universe. Rip, not to be outdone, declared his love for her and how he just wants to see her happy. Then they kept dancing, lost in each other, while Cowboys and Dreamers by Ian Munsick played, making the moment even more magical. It's like every time you think Rip and Beth can't get any cuter, they come around and surprise you. And then there was this time in Season 3 where Beth called Rip baby, and you could practically see the guy melt. He loved it so much, he begged her to say it again. Oh, and when he asked her what she wanted to be called, she dropped the W word. Yep, she said wife. But quick as a flash, she took it back and ran. Later, she told Rip it's because she always runs away since she can't give him everything. Like, kids. But Rip, being the sweetheart he is, just told her, "You're all I need." Now let us tell you about the time things got really intense. Season 2, Episode 7, it was a nail-biter. Beth got attacked by 2 masked guys right in her office. She managed to text Rip before things got real ugly. They shot her assistant and gave Beth a real beating. When Rip saw the news about a shooting where Beth worked, he knew something was up. He tried calling her, but no luck. So he sped to the city, hoping she was all right. He got there, saw all the commotion, and found Beth barely hanging on the floor. He rushed to her, told her he was there to save her and that he loved her, then scooped her up and got her to the hospital, never leaving her side. This was super intense and emotional. You could see just how much they care for each other and what they're willing to do to keep each other safe. It showed us all the scary stuff they're up against and what's at stake if they don't watch out. Now, grab your snacks because we're about to spill the hottest tea from Season 3, Episode 10, The World is Purple. So Rip, the loyal ranch guy with the heavy past, decided to pop the big question to his lady love, Beth. But get this, Rip, being the stand-up guy he is, goes and gets John's okay before he proposes. He takes Beth to this beautiful field full of wildflowers and hands her this ring, his mom's ring. He dug it up from his mom's grave just that day. He tells her he loves her to the moon and back and wants her by his side forever. Beth, all teary-eyed and happy, says yes and tells him he's her only sunshine. They share a super sweet hug and kiss with the sun setting all romantic-like behind them. It was a truly sweet moment, a break from all the drama and pain, showing us just how deep their love goes and how they found their happy place in each other. They have been through the ringer and faced loss and pain, but here they were, stronger and more in love than ever. Okay, everybody, get ready, because here comes the moment we had all been holding our breaths for. Yes, you guessed it, Rip and Beth, our favorite lovebirds from Yellowstone, finally tied the knot. And in true Beth and Rip style, it was anything but ordinary. In Season 4, Episode 10, Grass on the Streets and Weeds on the Rooftops, it wasn't about glam and glitz, no huge fancy shindig. Beth, in her wild, unpredictable fashion, went and kidnapped a priest to get them hitched. The I-do's happened right there on the ranch with only John, Carter, and Lloyd there to see it. Forget about flowing gowns and towering cakes. It was just about Rip and Beth and their big, bursting at the seams love for each other, with the gorgeous ranch as their backdrop. It was spontaneous, it was quirky, it was oh so Rip and Beth. Well, hasn't it been a wild romantic ride diving into Beth and Rip's world of love and chaos? Their unconventional love tale, full of highs, lows, and outrageous moments, just leaves us wanting more. Which one was your favorite moment? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more.